Good morning.
Good morning. We're sort of half dressed. I was sort of backstage. There's a lot going on. Everybody look away.
It was 11 seconds before we were on the air, and Julian said, "We're on. We've got to go."
He goes, "We're on. We got to go." And I'm like, I don't even think my pants are fastened.
But we know what time the show starts every day. It's just for some reason.
Like time got away from us backstage, and for so many reasons, but time got away. But anyway, welcome to the show. It's Thursday, June 1st.
Yes. Good morning.
I wanted to wear this color because Joseph Fiennes is on the show today. And, you know, in The Handmaid's Tale, the commander's wives wear this color. So there was a method to my madness, except that the whole outfit doesn't fit. So anyway.
You were fashioning to the guest. Well done. I saw it last night. I watched it last night. I know you're obsessed with it. We'll get into it in a little bit. But it's heavy.
Oh, it's so heavy. Oh, it's dark.
It's really dark and heavy.
It's not a comedy.
No, it's not.
No.
And watching it before you go to sleep may not be the most appropriate time to watch it, but I can see why you are obsessed with it. And you actually binge watch it. I would find it difficult to binge watch.
That's my life. Yeah, I binge watch and then I punish myself. I yell at myself for binge watching it. Yeah. Does anybody here? Has anybody seen The Handmaid's Tale? Yes, you have. Yes. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All women. Yep. Yep. And did you read the book first?
I did.
You did. I did not read the book, so now I'm going to read the book.
And the
because
book
I feel
was
like I have to.
like 30 years ago?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. It is. It's dark, and you all have to. Oh, I'm sorry. The camera's making you nervous. No. No. Okay. Sorry.
You didn't come
She's
camera
like,
ready?
Okay. All right. So yeah. No. So you guys, that's your assignment. Go to Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
And watch it on Hulu. And I just found out yesterday that you can get Hulu without commercials.
I heard you actually while you were getting dressed through the hall talking about how you can't figure out how to get rid of the commercials.
I can't.
Yeah. I think you have to. I think you have to fork out $3. That's what it is.
I'm sure. Whatever it is, I'm sure I pay the. I'm sure I pay.
You're paying the max.
Yeah, I just don't know how to get rid of the commercials.
No, but if you're paying the max, I think the commercials aren't there.
Not there. You just get the premium.
Who figures this out for you?
My teenagers.
Your teenagers. All right, kids, if you're watching, please help Mom tonight.
Help me.
She needs help.
Get rid of the commercials, you guys.
Hey, by the way, before I watched that last night, it was a peekaboo summer. It was a peekaboo summer here in Manhattan.
Give you like a little
little bit of a taste, a little teaspoon of summer. It was like the most beautiful afternoon here in New York.
Where did you go?
Take a look. That's right now 64 degrees outside.
Midtown.
Well, I realized that here in the city, after it's been rainy and cool, once you get a sunny afternoon or a sunny evening, everybody rushes to finish work early and does something. I saw the whole city out last night.
The whole city was out, yeah.
Matter of fact, Jan and Christine went to happy hour early from the staff, I heard, right? The staff went and had cocktails last night.
Wait, there was staff cocktails?
I think it was an impromptu thing.
You know what? You know what? I'm done inviting you guys to cocktails. I'm done. Because I never get invited to the cocktail party. And I always host the cocktail party.
It was so spectacular. People out everywhere. I rushed downtown to the West Side Highway to see the sunset without buildings obstructing the sunshine. It was just heavenly. The best day so far since I've been here.
So nice. Yeah, my girlfriend came over last night, and she had to go to an end of the year dinner, and so it's the kind of end of the school year, so parents are wrapping it all up, so we've got a lot of myriad obligations. And she said on the way over, because we hadn't seen each other in a couple of weeks, she said, can we please have a cocktail? And we did. We were up on the roof and we had a cocktail, and it was so nice. Everything in New York City, for those of you who don't live here, happens on the roof, just so you know. It's not like people are always thinking, why are they dangling from the roof? The kids' gyms at school are on the roof. People have cocktails on the roof. Everything happens
There's shrubbery on the roof. Yeah, Didn't you have Chipotle on the roof last night, Gelman?
We went to the roof, yeah.
You went to the roof,
He went to the roof to have his Chipotle last night.
People go, like, you know how if you live in the suburbs or out of the city, you have a backyard? We have a roof. And that's our backyard, the roof. We go up.
And that's where you get your sun and everything.
It's where you see light.
It's where you see light. But it was just, it was terrific.
Yes,
and I hope it lasts for a little while. It looks like it's going to today.
And it didn't seem that allergy-ish, did it?
I can't figure out if it's allergies or it's just, you know, just the congestion in the city that I'm adjusting to. Is it allergy season still?
I say it's allergies.
Okay, it's allergies.
Yeah.
All right. And some of the rain. And,
yeah, it brings.
Oh, there is a certain scent when the sun comes out after that rain that I caught in Central Park as I walked home last night.
Welcome to it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was like, this is.
Yeah.
Holy.
I always say, New York City, after it rains, makes its own gravy. It's a gravy, and it's aromatic in a way that is unexpected.
Yes, it is.
You are like, is that lilac? And oh, that's horse and armpit. Yep, armpit.
Oh, it was beautiful. One piece of New York news that I saw, and I wanted to get your take on this because you're a fan.
Yes.
Mr. Met, the mascot for the Mets, flipped out at the game and was fired. Take a look for. Here's what Mr. Met did. He flipped
that red dot there.
The bird, and we've covered. That's our red dot, not the papers. We've covered the bird, but
he only has 4 fingers.
Well,
so is he really flipping
the question. That's the question. He has 4 fingers, so if he's flipping
Maybe
the middle,
saying I'm number 1.
Well, which is, if you have 4 as the mascot, which is the middle?
So here he is, right? And he's like, "Hey, everybody, I'm number 1."
It was the motion that he used that I won't simulate. Also,
exactly.
But I saw this and I thought, wouldn't New Yorkers be proud of that move? Like, that's our guy. Come on.
I've never been fired.
Gilman's never been
Gilman's been doing that for decades.
And he flips us off all the time. There are two NASCAR drivers who shall remain nameless, but they have a bet with each other.
Right.
Every time they walk out on the air, when they come on the air, I have a job, and that is to flip each one of them the bird from the other one. But I have to do it on camera so that the audience can't see. Do you know how hard that is? I've been doing it for years.
You have to do it on set, so
on set as they're walking out, so the
off camera, so the home audience can't see.
The home audience can't see it, so I have to watch the monitor, and then when they walk out, I have to flip them the bird, and I do it so that the audience in the studio can't see either. They just see my hand go up, and then they flip it back. But it's anyway. You should.
Do you see what we have to deal with here when you're not watching? It's very.
A lot. It's very
and you've been successful at that.
I've been successful. I've not been caught on air.
Now that you said it, 1, 2, 3, James.
I know. Now that I've said it, I probably will be caught.
Watch carefully next time. Next time Jeff Gordon's on.
Yeah. By the way, Jeff Gordon is one of them. I won't say the name of the other.
Yeah. No, don't.
Okay. So this is something we need to get here. I'm obsessed with this. I'm sure a lot of people in the audience are. The Saturday Night Fever dance floor that John Travolta danced on in the 70s.
Oh, my God.
There it is. There it is.
Look at that.
Okay, that's going up for auction. Oh, my God.
Do we have any idea what that might cost to get?
This is happening in Los Angeles. They're saying it could fetch up to $1.5 million. I think that we should get it here for when our trivia dancers dance right over there. We will lay off the staff, and then we'll have the dance floor.
Good idea.
It's Art's salary. Art, come on.
And you guys,
give it the office.
You guys can be at Art. You can be at happy hour all the time.
That is. We could start a GoFundMe page.
I'm telling you guys.
Right? Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
I think we should start charging the audience.
They didn't laugh at that.
We need that dance floor. We need the dance floor. We have to have it.
Isn't that great?
Yes, and I also think that my friend Bruce Bozzi should also bid on it because he is Tony Manero and he needs this dance floor in his house. Just look at it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Guys, that is worth every penny. It doesn't even seem that big, but I think it's worth every penny.
Yeah, I like that idea. GoFundMe page. We have to start that. So here's some news. If you are a frequent traveler and flyer, your face is now your ticket. There's a photo match boarding passes that JetBlue is testing. So, what? I
hate this idea.
Why do you hate it already?
I don't know. I don't want to be caught with a bad angle on my ticket.
You have to be boarding pass ready now when you go to the airport.
Now I need to be boarding pass ready. Well, I mean, but they're going to scan something.
They're going to scan your face. They're going to look at your face. But think of all the stuff you're doing.
Huh?
You said you got that prickly thing done. I mean, you put it to good use with the tight shot.
You mean the Botox?
No, what was the prickly?
You mean the
you told me
exocrine, yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but you said it was a prickly thing.
It's amazing.
I got to get in on that.
Yeah.
But you'll go to the airport, and the question I have is, if you are using your face to identify yourself for the ticket, can the boarding agents like you and share you? Because that's a lot of pressure going in. If they can, we could actually spruce ourselves up for the flight.
You think they can do that?
Oh, that would be so great.
I don't like that idea at all. I just think it's going too far.
It's too far?
It's going too far. How about my thumbprint? How about that? Use my thumbprint.
I've tried to do that. I never know which way.
This way.
To match my thumb. Every time I try it on my iPad, it doesn't let me in, so I've clearly entered it the wrong direction.
No, it's always this way. Yeah, thumbs up, and then you match it down like that. Yeah. Did you hear about the... Do you take the subway? Have you figured out the subway system yet?
Figured it out? No. Taking it, yes.
Okay. You're not alone. I got to tell you.
It's not that easy.
I've lived here almost 30 years, and I would say at least 100 times I've gotten on the wrong subway and gone to the wrong place.
I was just trying to go down.
Yeah, no, that's
all I was trying to do. There's an app for that?
90% of the problem right there.
Yeah.
But you got to get off and cross and then continue down.
No one says that when you walk into the city.
Well, they assume that you know.
Well, they never
Anyway, listen to this. This poor kid, this Hunter College graduate, missed out on his ceremony, his graduation ceremony, because he got stuck on the delayed E-train. Oh, no. Don't get on the E-train. So his fellow strap hangers, they all banded together and helped him celebrate on the subway.
Oh, that's great.
He said, I wanted to be there for my graduation, for my parents especially. They've waited so long for this day. As a parent, I can tell you, yes, they did.
It might be too small. Can you see the photo of him? He's dressed and all ready to go, and his head's down because he's going to miss it, but everybody pitches in to celebrate. Yeah. That's so sweet.
Yeah, it's very sweet. I saw a video of it, too, on the news this morning. It's really, really sweet. They all... They made an announcement honoring him on the car. Like, it's a whole thing. It was a whole thing. It's terrible, though. It's terrible when you get stuck on the subway.
I don't know. He made national television. Maybe people will do it more next time.
Maybe they'll have a secondary ceremony for him.
It would be nice.
Maybe, I mean, could they make that happen, Hunter College? A special ceremony?
No pressure.
Or maybe I should shut it and zip it. I don't know.
One other thing that I wanted to bring up here. We mentioned the fidget spinners and this trend and fad that your kids have, I'm sure, been exposed to. So I have an engineer on the radio show, which I do after the show every day. His name is Easton. And Easton is his name. Loves gadgets. And Easton was so excited yesterday because he ordered his fidget spinner 1 year ago. And he said to me yesterday, I got it. It's coming. It's being delivered tomorrow. A year to get this thing.
A year?
1 year to get this very popular item. Easton, cover your ears. The wildly popular fidget spinner is meeting its decline on the market. And the trend is now fading and may soon be over.
Is that why he was able to get his?
Exactly.
Right.
Once they start mailing them out, they're done. Remember Billy Bass, the singing fish?
Yes.
Once I got that, I knew it was over.
I mean... The Billy Bass was a big part of this show. Oh, yeah. I remember...
You introduced... You were responsible for Billy Bass.
Yes, exactly.
I remember I was home. I was pregnant. No. Was I pregnant? I wasn't pregnant yet. I was home. For some reason, I was working on All My Children. I had the day off. Because on All My Children, you tended to have 3-day weekends all year long. Because you would mostly work like 4 days a week at max. And I was home. And it was Kathy Lee's goodbye. They were saying goodbye to Kathy Lee. And I sat there with my coffee, sobbing in front of the TV. I was like, that show is done. I'm never watching it again. And I'm sobbing in front of the TV. Sobbing in front of the TV. And I was like, she's an American treasure. And I'm sobbing, and you keep giving her these Billy Basses. Every gift she opened was a bass singing, "Take me to the river."
Yeah, that's it, Billy.
And I'm at home with, like, my toddler, and I'm sobbing.
You're a disaster.
And I was like, they it. And now I work here, and I was like, oh, I get it.
It all makes sense now, Ripa.
I get it.
All makes sense now.
My kids still play with those, though.
Well, it's over, Ripa.
Yeah, you're right. It is over.
over.
Listen, we have an exciting announcement to make, even more exciting than our Niagara Falls announcement. You know, we're headed to Niagara Falls. I don't know if you know that. Yeah.
So I'm getting ready. I'm packing for whatever weather there may be.
I packed my bag last night, and I've got to tell you, I packed for 4 seasons.
Right.
I really did. I packed for winter, spring, summer, and fall.
I'm very excited. I've never been. Monday, Tuesday, we're doing the show from Niagara Falls. We are thrilled to announce. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
That the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, will be joining us. Some Canadians in the house live on Monday. Have you interviewed the Prime Minister?
No, I have not interviewed the Prime Minister, but I have seen him.
Yes. Hence your posture.
Very, very excited about our Prime Minister coming on our show. Not our Prime Minister,
but
your
our
Prime
guest.
Minister. Yes,
your Prime Minister.
Guest.
And who else is coming?
Other celebrities will include Canada's own Howie Mandel, Nathan Fillion, Orphan Black Star Tatiana Maslany. Yes, and we will also have musical performances from pop star Aaron Bowman and rapper French Montana.
French Montana going to do it as well. Very cool.
It's all Canada except for French Montana. We had... Oh, yeah. Oh, and Aaron. Okay.
Right. So, yeah, we did pretty well. All right. I think it's good. I can't wait to go on the boat. I'm going on the boat somewhere close to where the falls splash.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's major.
You've done the boat.
Hornblower.
No.
I'm going on the hornblower.
You're on the hornblower.
Yeah.
No, Regis always got to do the hornblower, not me. I didn't get to...
Do you want to go with me on the hornblower?
I mean, not really.
Kelly, you're staying
I like to watch the falls from, you know, up by where they serve cocktails.
I was going to say, she'll be on the terrace having a chablis.
I go, look at the falls, look at the falls.
There's Ryan on the little boat.
We have Ryan doing the wet stuff.
Yeah, I'll get wet. I've got my poncho.
It takes too long to dry me off.
All right, today on the show,
yes,
Mary Steenburgen is here. Steenburgen is here. Steen, 2 E's. You think I can read red that far? I can't read red that far.
Also, Joseph Fiennes is here.
Joseph Fiennes is here. By the way, we've got bursting into spring travel trivia for you right now. The 2-point plant right there. Nice.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. That's Christy Arrowsmith from Beloit, Kansas.
And Heather Galashan is on the line from Stony Creek, Ontario. Heather, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, Kelly? How are you, Ryan?
We are great.
Super good.
Is that a fascinator you're wearing in your hair?
Oh yeah, it was a bridal shower I was at.
Gorgeous. I love it. I want to make people wear fascinators in America. Bring the fascinator to America. We do not utilize them enough. Yes, it is. You're right.
So you're a kindergarten teacher?
I am. My class is here. Say hi, friends.
Hi, class.
Hi, class. Hi, class.
What's the lesson plan today?
The lesson plan today is we're reviewing the letters J, K, and L.
J, K, and L.
Those are some of the greatest letters in the alphabet.
Of all time.
We think so. We think so.
That's fun.
Well, listen, we're going to spin the wheel.
I'm just thinking, if you're at J, K, and L, isn't school almost out? You better hurry up with that alphabet, right?
We're on our review. We're on our review.
Okay, good. Just checking. Just checking.
The final exam.
All right, let's spin to see what you're playing for here. Good to have you with us.
Okay, I'm really nervous about this.
We want you to win badly.
For the Club Barbados, 7 days, 6 nights. It's in an oceanfront room. All inclusive. This trip is provided in part by Hotels.com. It's a prize valued at $8,300. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Heather, good luck.
Oh, I'm so nervous, too. So much pressure.
I mean...
Have the kids help with this, okay? Here we go. On yesterday's show, what word did Kelly say she constantly misspells?
Kelly said sincerely.
She kind of, okay, she mentioned it, but it was restaurant. Restaurant was what we were looking for. Now we're bad people, Gelman, for not helping this teacher out.
But
it's the rule.
I'm sorry.
No, we feel bad.
We're sorry.
No, it's okay.
So, all right,
I'm sorry, boys and girls.
We have, I'm telling you, this is the guilt. We're never going to be able to
You'll never be game show host.
This show is over. I am done.
All right.
I'm leaving right now.
No, you two are great. Don't leave.
Okay. We have something
Now
for
she's
you.
emotionally reassuring us, too.
Okay. We're in this together. We have something for you, and you can help a lucky member of our studio audience receive a $500 gift card from World Market. So you'll get that, and an audience member between 1 and 225. Pick any number.
Okay. We'll pick number 5.
Number 5. Guess who's next? Mary Steenburgen is next right here.
Still ahead online for the series The Handmaid's Tale, Joseph Fiennes. We'll open up Kelly and Ryan's inbox for your comments and questions. Coming up next, Mary Steenburgen.
How you doing?
Good.
You know
Welcome.
what? You look like a lady. I love it. It's beautiful.
And you are wearing what I have brought, and I was counting backstage. I've brought home 8 jumpsuits to Mr. Danson, put them on, and said, okay, be really honest. And 8 times he's gone, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I just, like, you have to have
Do you think
your body.
my body, the body
Yes.
of a hobbit?
I don't know. I wore a jumpsuit one time. I wore it in this show Togetherness, and I think it was actually a man's, like a mechanic's jumpsuit. So that I'm going to start looking in.
But
like,
just for guidance for someone wanting to understand everything about women.
Let us teach you, Ryan.
As my life coaches and ours, men, it's a good thing for him to be honest, though.
Oh.
Right? Or not?
Oh, he's so, I love his taste. He has great taste, and he's very honest. But he's tried so hard to like, literally before I came here, I tried the 8th one on, and he's like, But
I would think that a jumpsuit, because you're so tall, that it would be perfect for you. Like, this is actually 2 pieces, and my shirt is tucked in down to my knees.
I think it has to do with the junk in the trunk, but I'm not sure.
Right. Well, I do have all
We appreciate his
that.
candor. So you were recently on vacation in Hawaii?
Oh, we went to Honolulu, which is in Kauai, which is so dreamy. And we went with our little granddaughters, and at one point we had a hula lesson, but it was the time of day that they were really ready for naps, so they weren't into it.
Right.
So Ted and I are forced to do
hula lessons.
But it's crazy there. It's like somebody years ago there was a hurricane there, and everybody's chickens got out, and now Honolulu is covered in roosters and chickens.
You know,
so at 5 a.m., boom, you're up.
We did the show there, and I recall.
You remember?
I remember there being chickens everywhere, and on the beach. And I said, well, this is not what I was expecting to see on the beach. Chickens.
I know.
I heard a Don Ho song about that.
You cannot sleep late there. It's impossible.
Right. Right.
You know.
Well, who wants to, though? It's so beautiful.
I know, it's so beautiful.
Do you get to go there often? I would think from being from California, that's...
Interesting you say that.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't either.
I know, and we should, because I do love it. Like, the second you get off the plane, it's like the air caresses you.
Yeah.
You know, it's just so...
I think when you live here, you see California, you think, oh, that's just the next piece of land.
Yeah.
But it's still quite a commitment time-wise to get there.
Yeah.
You know, you miss work for a day for sure.
Yeah.
To get there and back.
So now, fourth season now of Last Man Standing, right? It got picked up
Last Man on Earth.
Last Man on
Everybody
Earth.
does it.
I am sorry. Yeah.
That's okay.
Last Man on Earth. Yeah.
Yes.
Fourth season.
Fourth season.
Congratulations.
Starts. Thank you.
Don't you?
So funny.
Thank you. We're sort of obsessed with each other. I'm not sure it's even healthy, because when we didn't know if we were coming back or not. The wailing and the crying and the staying up all night texting each other, and there's just something about this cast that we just bonded. Will Forte and January Jones and Kristen Schaal and Cleopatra Coleman and Mel Rodriguez. It's like we're obsessed, and we hang out together when we're not.
Well, that's the sign.
Shooting.
Genuinely excited to do so.
They came to Arkansas for my Aunt Frida's 92nd birthday.
Oh.
That's how much we love each other. Yeah.
Well, happy birthday to her.
Yeah.
That's quite a celebration, right? When we come back, we'll find out about Mary's history with another leading man, Kevin Kline, right after this. Mary Steenburgen in Dean. Written by comedian Dimitri Martin, and I saw it last night. It's hysterical, but in a very almost strange, awkward, funny way.
Yes. Yeah. I only saw it a few days ago for the first time, and I was completely enchanted. I was so glad I did it. And it was between projects. I had like 2 days. And so we stayed up all night, and some of the scenes, I can look at the movie and go, yep, that was 5 a.m. after having been up all night.
What's it about? What's the story
it's really, if I tell you, you're going to think this doesn't sound funny, but it's a comedy about death. It's Dimitri Martin's character, Dean's mother, and Kevin's wife has passed away. And it's about this father and son dealing with this. But Dimitri is just such an original thinker, and he deals with it in such a funny, strange, wonderful way. And it includes his drawings, which he does, which are fascinating. And I knew about him through my son, who said, before the movie, he said, Mom, there's this guy that you would love, because I love very original takes on life and kind of quirky takes on life. And I checked out his comedy, and he's so wonderful. And this movie is his first movie, and I think he's going to be an important filmmaker. He's really great. It's really good.
Well, Dean opens in select theaters tomorrow. I can't wait to see it. I haven't seen it yet. So make sure you check out Mary Steenburgen in Dean. And coming up next, who's here?
Joseph Fiennes, right after the break. Nice to see you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Joseph Albert Twinselton Wycombe Fiennes. Is that close to you? Is that close?
That's close enough.
What's your full name?
My full name, it's kind of like a tongue twister.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Monty Python's, like, the sketch, which is the Ministry of Silly Walks?
Yes.
Well, if there was a Ministry of Silly Names, I'd be right up there.
So is that a family name?
It's a family name, goes back quite a long way, and it's very difficult to write my checks because there's a sort of line that goes on the back of a check that continues around the back. Please turn over. It's Joseph Albert Twinselton Wycombe Fiennes, and I use it as a theatrical warm-up before I go on stage. Like,
to warm up your...
Joseph Albert Twinselton Wycombe Fiennes, to be or not to be.
Let me ask you this. Does Rafe have the same elongated last name?
He
or
does.
Is it just you?
We all share. No, we have to share the name, but we cut it short at Fiennes.
Your sister also?
Everyone, yeah. Everyone's afflicted by this name. Yeah.
So when did you realize you wanted to be within the family business and be an actor?
I guess it was through school, and when I was 7 years old, I got put into a production, and I felt I was in the right department. And also going through school, I went to so many schools. I went to about 14 different schools. So every year I could reinvent myself. And this was kind of really interesting to me.
Yeah.
So if one year I was Joseph Albert and Wickham Fines, you know, you probably get hit because of that in the sort of South London Comprehensive School. It's not the sort of place you want to say that kind of name.
Yeah.
And the next year I'd be Joey, you know, so...
Joey from the Bronx.
Yeah, exactly, there you go. So I got into reinventing, so I guess that was a big part of the reason. There's a sort of lineage behind wanting to be an actor.
Yeah. Do you ever get mistaken for Rafe?
Yeah, occasionally I'll get, hey, Ralph, you know, and I'll be
It's spelled that way.
Yeah, it's spelled that way.
Yeah.
And I'll be, no, it's Rafe. And it's not Rafe, it's Joe, so it all gets confusing. You know.
You've got 2 young girls, right?
I have, yes.
2, what ages are
they? They are 7 and 5.
7 and 5.
Yes. Great age now.
And we're told that they were blessed by the Pope recently.
Yeah, you know, every Tuesday, it's a normal Tuesday in Rome, you know.
We want to get in on that.
Yeah.
You do? Yeah, well, I've got a great in. I know a great guy. He dresses in white. He's a lovely guy.
He's the key to the whole thing. How does one become eligible to do that?
Well, you know what? I was there with millions of other people in the Vatican, and I was doing a movie called Risen, and we got invited off the back of a movie to come in, and the Vatican saw the movie and liked what they saw, and they invited us in, and it was great. He's an amazing guy. He's a modern pope. He carries his own suitcase. He pays his own bills. You know, behind the basilica in Rome, in the Vatican, there's this huge Pope's palace, this huge palatial dwelling that could house about 30 families. Does he live there? No, he lives in a tiny bedsit above a car park, you know. He's that kind of guy, so he walks the talk.
Is he your, how do I say, is he your first pope? I mean, the first pope that you've met?
The first pope that ever blessed me?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, he is. I mean, it's an extraordinary thing to go there and meet him in person. But yes, my first pope.
Yeah,
Probably my
last. Just thinking for kids or for anyone, what can top meeting the Pope?
I reckon the only thing that can top meeting the Pope might be a ride on Space Mountain at Disneyland.
Right.
And hearing the squeals of my kids as I hold on tight.
Yes, yeah. Was that the next step? You went
That was the next step.
The Pope to Disneyland?
To Space Mountain. Do you know what was wonderful about the Space Mountain ride? Was that you're holding on and you're going really fast, propelled left, right and centre. And I looked back as I was holding on to my daughter because I was terrified she was going to fly out. And I saw a disco ball. Yeah. And that was the effect of all the lights.
Beautiful,
it's brilliant.
The lights, I always say the best part of Space Mountain is the line going to Space Mountain. You know, the build-up with that music they play and they show all the beautiful, eerie images. I just think it's so pretty.
The anticipation.
Yeah.
I say that too because I'm afraid of the ride. It scares me to dedeath when I get in there and it's dark. I mean, the darkness frightens me.
But my little 5-year-old said, let's do it again. I was like, you kidding me? I love subscription.
Listen, we have a commercial break. When we come back, Justin's going to tell us what it's like to live in the totalitarian theocracy. Totalitarian theocracy?
Monday on Live from Niagara Falls, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
Crumbling. Joseph Fiennes in The Handmaid's Tale.
So for our audience, I've tried to explain the show to our audience. Give us your description.
Well, set in the near future, America wakes up to a new totalitarian regime, a theocracy, a patriarchy, a world ruled by men. There's huge toxicity, which means that there's a big problem with fertility. There's a huge drop in fertility rates. So this new regime comes in to reset the moral compass. And their big agenda is also to bring about populations. And so what their agenda is to round up all the women that are fertile and put them into the households of the commanders of this regime. And I play one of the commanders, Commander Fred Waterford. And Offred, who is the handmaid, who is really essentially a walking womb, is played by Elizabeth Moss. And she gives the most extraordinary, powerful, complex, nuanced, emotional, and witty, intelligent performance. There's nothing quite like it on television. Her performance is astounding.
And her name, Offred, is of Fred.
That's the property of Fred,
They no longer have their own identities. They're just the property.
So I've just started it. Your character seems like not such a great guy at first.
At first,
Does he become? Does he get worse? Does he get better? Where is he going?
Well, I think it's complex. He wants to do good, both politically and personally.
He's torn.
He's slightly in a dilemma. I think he sees Offred...
He wants her to have a better life than the other handmaids.
Exactly. The other handmaid previously in the household took her life because the life of servitude and abuse was so abhorrent she took her life. So it's affected the household. He's aware of that. So he reaches out to take care of her, but he can't help in his position of great power, he can't help but groom and abuse her at the same time. So it's a complex relationship of her survival and his playing with his power.
It's very compelling. Watch it at least 20 minutes before you have to go to sleep.
Yeah.
But it's very compelling.
20 days before you have to go to sleep. Joseph Fiennes, everybody. Make sure you check out The Handmaid's Tale on Hulu. Your comments in the inbox when you return. Stick around.
All right, we're back. Here we go. The inbox. Here it is. Billy Bass. Don't you recognize? Yep. It's, by the way, still back there in the prop room where they're making toast.
Apparently, Kathy Lee left them all here when she left.
She was shocking, right?
Yeah.
That was her going-away gift?
You guys, that was really exciting. We have 2 women in the audience who are stand-up comedians, and they're going to be performing at the Apollo. So,
and they were rehearsing during the break.
Rehearsing. It was great.
It's a good act.
It was really great.
All right, what do we have in the inbox?
Marilyn Young from Union, New Jersey, on the subject of using your face as your identity on the airline. What happens if you're an identical twin? Ooh. Wrinkle number 1.
Erica Newell in Plymouth, Mass. says that graduation story brought back so many memories. The exact same thing happened on an episode of Full House.
Oh.
Doesn't it always? And Uncle Jesse got stuck on the train, missing his graduation, but the family and passengers celebrated on the train with him. So.
Always Uncle Jesse.
That's great.
Always Uncle Jesse.
Always Uncle Jesse.
Caroline Brody, Kelly, you have to try the boat trip. I had been going to the falls since I was a kid and became unimpressed by the falls. I finally did the boat ride. I had a whole new appreciation of the falls. I actually cried, as it gives a whole new perspective of this natural beauty. I'm not overseeing it yet from the cocktail receptionist.
And she shed a tear from up there before. Yeah. Kathleen in Pennsylvania, Kathleen Buchanan says, I've recently retired, find myself needing to self-entertain. And that's all she wrote.
We are all about self-entertainment.
Yes. Don't we know? No, she says so when I recently saw a Billy Bass ad, I had to purchase it, and it now hangs on the wall by my backyard deck to entertain me and to show my friends that I'm still with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Loosh, is this Loosh Philbin? Loosh Philbin, I think. A tweet from Loosh says, how is Art Moore doing?
Oh, yeah.
How is Art Moore doing?
Much better. But not going to...
Not totally.
Not going to Canada. He threw out his back.
He's not going to Canada. I'm very disappointed because there's nothing I like better than having a cocktail with Art Moore on remote. And now this remote is not going to be the same.
More guilt.
It will not be the same, but I've heard so many stories about when this show travels. I can't wait to see what we're like on a field trip.
We are a group of people.
Everybody's giddy this week.
With lampshades on. It's ridiculous.
The giddiness everywhere. Taylor Walsh says, a tweet says, fidget spinners have only just come to England and they've been banned in the schools. Took about 5 days.
Wow. So. How about this? Okay, listen to this. Donna Schumann-Myers from Palmyra, Pennsylvania. The first young man on the right is Ryan's dad, Gary. He was my escort in our senior year at Greencastle Antrim High School, class of 1964. Good friend and many memories.
That is so great.
Which one is your dad?
Which one is this?
First young man on the right.
The first young man on the right there.
Is that your dad?
It looks like him. Yeah. By the way, I haven't seen him in a long time. That's where, yeah, Greencastle, Pennsylvania is where my folks are from. Chambersburg and Greencastle.
No kidding.
And we have some Keystone State fans. You're from there?
Oh my gosh.
Is that my father then? We'll be right back.
Dini will be here. Me too.
We're going to preview our trip to Niagara Falls as well.
And our Eat It, Like It, Share It summer cook-off continues with Chef Jeffrey Zakarian.
Yes, I can't wait to check them out. Taste some food. Looking forward to our trip as well. It's going to be great.
It's going to be fun. We gotta
Everybody's giddy around here.